Music and food, sound and taste. You may think that these two are completely different senses and in no way would be connected, but you'd be surprised. Let's begin with toffee. There was a toffee experiment that was conducted using background music that was developed based on previous research that explored associations between variations in pitch and the perception of sour, sweet, bitter, and salty tastes. Each volunteer was given 4 pieces of toffee. 2 of those pieces were eaten while listening to a track of lower brass instruments, and the other 2 pieces were eaten while listening to a track that included a high-pitched piano. The result was quite interesting. Although the toffee was the exact same, volunteers rated the toffee consumed during the piano music as sweet, while pieces eaten with the lower-pitched music as bitter. Dr. Spess's other experiment confirmed his speculation on the relationship between sound and music, as he was involved with the creation of the dish Sound of the Sea. This dish consisted of clams, urchins, oysters, and they're all paired with seafood foam, tapioca, and panko sand. What is intriguing is that the dish was presented with a soundtrack of ambient waves. Participants in the meal claimed that the oysters presented in the shell basket with the wave soundtrack tasted immensely better than when the exact same oysters were served in a petri dish while farmyard noises played. These findings could be extremely useful for those who thought senses intertwining were only limited to those with synesthesia, a neurological condition in which the senses cross over. For those with synesthesia, a sense such as hearing or vision is experienced in a part of the body other than the part stimulated. For example, people are able to hear colors and they're able to see sound. The potential of music and food blending together to create an experience has influenced many researchers and chefs alike to get creative in their craft. Take Chef Blumenthal, for example. He partnered up with Dr. Charles Spess of Oxford University's Cross-Modal Research Lab in order to experiment in the relationship of environmental sound and food. Chef Blumenthal created a bacon and egg ice cream. Yes, a bacon and egg ice cream. And the experiment included having the same ice cream but playing different background music for each participant. One of the tracks included chickens clucking in the farmyard, and the other track had sounds of bacon sizzling. Participants rated the bacon flavor as stronger when the bacon sound was playing, and the egg flavor was stronger when the chickens clucked. These small advances in the research of food and music show fantastic potential not just to seeing how the digestive system works, but also how to understand the brain's process of taste and sound in different scenarios. The relationship of music and food has also fantastic potential with advertisers. Seen in the experiments done before, there's a strong tie of what one is hearing to what one will taste. Sound association is quite strong, and advertisers are moving to have consumers associate their product with a certain sound. Imagine the McDonald's jingle, or the iconic Doritos chip commercial with the crunch. These subtle inclusions of sound and music are able to change our perception of the food to make it seem healthier, tastier, and in general, better. Speaking of McDonald's, have you ever wondered why every single fast food restaurant you've been in plays music in the background? Have you ever heard of Unilever? No? Well, it's not the literal description of one lever, but it's a multinational corporation that owns over 400 brands like Dove, Lipton, Ben & Jerry's, and more. They partnered with the University of Manchester in order to study the effect of noise on taste. People were found to enjoy food more when the background music was playing, but sound above 80 decibels dulled flavors of salt and sugar. It was also found that background music caused heightened awareness of crunchiness. Now this could explain why there's a huge dislike of airline food, as the dull drone of the airplane engines could make you less sensitive to sugar, salt, spices, yet more aware of crunchiness, which would explain why airlines have chips, peanuts, and pretzels as potential snacks. In conclusion, there is an incredible tie-in between music and food. Music has the ability to change how flavors are interpreted, allowing a whole new field for chefs to explore, having music influence the taste of food. Music is also being used by fast food restaurants and restaurants all around the world in order to associate their brand with a certain jingle or a certain sound, as well as have patrons stay at their restaurants for longer and eat more. Airline companies are now even aware of the dull drone of the airplane actually causing a lessened sensitivity to sugar, salt, and spices, and so having more crunchy snacks like chips, peanuts, and pretzels are more viable for these companies. Restaurants and fast food companies alike also have realized that music can assist in having your patrons stay longer and eat longer. And music is even present at the start of food's life, the grocery market. Businesses are utilizing music in order to make their food seem fresher, tastier, and to be frank, more fun. And isn't that music to your ears?